Hello guys, how think Mercury's here? Welcome back to the channel. Now let's get right into it. DC versus Marvel is a story as old as time itself. It's been going on for decades upon decades. It's closing in on a century coming up soon. Not soon, but soon-ish. I'm going to tell you guys why to me it's never really been a battle. And I come from a different perspective, so give me the chance. I'm going to line you guys up and straighten everything out so you guys can actually understand why Marvel will always be better than DC. Let's get into the video. When it comes to Marvel and DC, I want to get this out the way. I love DC Comics. I love Batman. I love the Joker. I love Wonder Woman. I love Static Shock. I love the Green Lantern. I love the Flash. Like, don't make me like I'm not fanboying. I'm telling you a real perspective from like an artist perspective. Now, when you look at like what they've kind of produced, their stories almost one-to-one. DC has some very top, like some of the best comic book storylines of all time, and Marvel has some of the best comic book storylines of all time. Here's when we start to split apart. That guy to the left right there, Malcolm Nicholson, he owns like Allied Publications. Right to the right of them two people, they made Superman. To the next two right, Bob Kane and Bill Finger, they made Batman and the Joker. To the right, it's Sheldon Mayer, who also made, and it just keep going and going, and it's hands in here and it's hands in here. So even from its initialization, it's in some way a little bit tainted. A little bit, because it's a lot of hands doing that shit. It's a group project, yo. And that's going to be my problem all throughout. And you're going to see how that turns to like, it starts off like that and it gets worse and worse and worse, in my opinion. In the most nerd term way, I think this Redditor explained it best, so I'll read the terminology and I'll explain it and break it down in like, I think in Hercules form. The thing about the DCU was that it is a conglomeration of many companies. Before DC was DC, it was two separate companies that was sharing a brand of DC Comics. They were National, Allied Publications, and All American Comics. And technically National was like three companies merged together, but only Slam Bradley and Dr. Occult exist from back then, so it doesn't matter. Now, I'm going to explain to you guys what all that terminology and that jargon means, but while I'm doing that, you can look at him list the characters and how they were split, what company owned what character, and then he's showing them, but I'm not about to just sit here and list characters. You guys can read that as I talk about something more interesting. Give me a second to twist and bend and fold so I can explain to y'all. All right, so when we looking at that, my artist brain go like, damn, that's like a lot of people making a lot of shit. And when I look at Marvel, right, if you look at your favorite DC characters, it's going to be like most people probably going to have a different artist for every character. Like you might like, if you like Batman, your favorite character is going to be who I can't remember all their names. Whoever made Batman, or whoever made Superman is going to be whoever. Boom, and it's going to keep splitting up like as far as artists, right? If I like Marvel, I like Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, plain and simple. I like their works of art, plain and simple. As dudes told me, now there are side characters that have been made, but as far as my knowledge is concerned, I'm actually going to look this up right now. Marvel has never just purchased a character. They don't like do like that. They're like, DC bought the Flash. Like perhaps their most popular character was purchased. Yeah, Marvel has never outright purchased a character. I looked it up. It was actually like they said he bought like someone like Miracle Man. I never even heard of this character, so you know what I mean? Like I'm just saying Marvel is Marvel, and like what is DC? Like that's what I'm kind of saying. Like, what is DC even really at the end of the day? Shazam purchased. The Flash purchased, the Watchmen purchased, and then it's like, all right, like it's like, all right, okay, all right. Stan Lee and Jack Kirby made the X-Men. Stan Lee and Jack Kirby made the Fantastic Four. Stan Lee and Jack Kirby made the Avengers. Now watch this. Hold on. Watch this. The guy that made Batman ain't make like he ain't make like the Flash. The guy who made Green Lantern ain't made like Wonder Woman. Like that's not a problem to y'all. Like as far as artistry is concerned, like these motherfuckers is just outright buying the like. I don't know. I guess it's a case of big bank take little bank. But I am more on of the respect line of damn, you did that. That is Omega Creative. How'd you make all those characters? that shit is genius. I kind of want to look at it like this. If, all right, let's say, I want to compare it to anime really fast, in a way. Let's say the shonen anime. Let's say like we take Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. Let's take them all together real fast. And we took those four things from those four geniuses, and they was able to mash and merge. Like sometime Luffy can get help from Ichigo, or Ichigo can get help from Goku, or any way, shape, or form. Like Goku can be the Superman of the enemy league, right? Goku would be like the Superman. Luffy would probably, I mean, like, I don't matter the comparison, but I say like you had that power. Imagine the power of like having several genius artists works all under you, rather than it being like an artist developing a verse itself. That's kind of like how my mind think about it. Like, and then Marvel in this sense, so let's say that's that. And then Marvel would be something like this, some one-off, it'll be like all random ass anime, but that somehow they would be able to mash up together. So like it'd be like Death Note, and it'd be like it'd just be smaller animes. But when it came to like a versus battle, it would seem like, I mean, honestly, despite this, Marvel does really, it is really a goddamn tough ass battle. And that's what gives them the edge to me. The fact that you didn't make all this stuff kind of yourselves, you bought a lot of stuff, and the fact that Marvel made all this stuff from the ground up, like I respect the motherfucker that built it brick by brick. What else do I gotta say? I respect the brick by brick person more than the silver spoon. I have high admiration and high respect for the writers and the artists who drew and created the characters that are within DC. But I have almost the absolute minute minimum respect for DC, and off of the things I just said, and off of stuff like the Watchmen, and how they bought the Watchmen from the owner, he under certain promises, and then they bended and broke almost every single promise. It's just like a lot of little things that goes on with DC. That place is more of a conglomerate than the actual comic place. And I just felt like a lot of people didn't know a lot of like little information like that. Of course, like, as you deep down, like if you dig deep, you will see a lot of this stuff I already said. You've been knew it, but it was like, this is like some hidden information. Like DC don't want you to know, like they never really created almost no characters. I like, for the most part, none of the most popular ones. I'm talking about as far as one person. Like when you're talking Stan Lee, you can be like, you can say like other characters were created by not Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, but the hitters, you know, the X-Men, Spider-Man, the Fantastic Four, the Incredible Hulk, like all of the flagship characters were made by them. And I just have high respect and admiration for that. I'm trying to think of what else to say, guys, if I have anything else, because I'm not a person to hold something on. Let me see if I got anything else for y'all in the oven. I mean, honestly, I could stretch it, but at this point, I'll probably be repeating myself. I'm not the person to repeat certain things to hit time stretches. So I think that's really all I got for you today, guys. Let me know y'all opinions in the comments. Like, do y'all even care that DC was already a split company and started buying stuff and all this type of stuff like that? How certain flagship characters like Plastic Man and The Flash and like all these, like the Watchmen and stuff like that, was like they weren't even created by no one in DC. They was purchased products and whatnot. Let me know if that like interferes with your mindset, or if you just don't care. I love the grimness of the Batman verse. That's really what carries DC Comics, really. That's really all I got for today, guys. I mean, share it to your friends if you ain't a hater. Share it to your friends if you're an instigator. I think I'm Hercules. Be gone.
Do it!
I'm glad you were here today. Talk out my fear to my name to arachnids. Bioshock shit, I'm strapped with plasmids. Mega bust up when I'm snapping like a spassin' square. What happened? I'm on a tear when I spit. I be everywhere like I'm Book of the Whip.
Hey,
Great
we
news,
gained
Bertha.
5
You don't have
subscribers
to.
this month. That is the most subscribers I've ever gained in any month since
And we
like
don't require
3
your
years ago when I
assistance.
took my hiatus.
We appreciate the offer,
YouTube
Flash,
is finally
but
starting
unless you've
to
got an S on
respect
your
me.
chest,
If
you're
you guys
useless.
like this, please
Hey,
subscribe.
I may not
to
be as strong
me.
as Superman,
I need
but I'm just as fast. Maybe faster.
unlimited power. So,
Friend.
yeah, man. Subscribe to your boy, man. I hope y'all feeling
President.
good. Y'all are
Foolish,
beautiful. Y'all are
faceless
sexy.
man.
Y'all
My
the man.
campaign is
Y'all
a
the lady.
farce, a
Go
small
and get
part of a
your
much grander
woman.
scheme.
Go and get your guy. Let it be
President.
known that I think from Hercules is that guy. I be fly,
Do
hotter
you
than
know how
July.
much
I'm going
power I'd
by
have
to
to
the
give
by.
up to be president?
Peace. Oh, this the last thing. I like that little slap that Lex Luthor did. So just look at this slap real quick, guys. Bye.
Do you know how much power I'd have to give up to be president?